All right, good morning, traders. What do we got going on? So RHE, PTIX halted. Looks like it's up 100%, going straight up right now. Wonky daily chart. What are they getting? Looks like no reason for them to halt. PTE testing, CFMS cracking. ALF cracking that trend line. We'll take it. Leave ALF on there for a minute. Now, I'm really interested in LEDS. Looking on the 4-hour chart. It's trying to break this triangle right now. I'm actually going to take an entry here. I think we may try to break 12. Let me see this pop here. I'm at 1174. I'm up a little higher than I'd like, but let's see if it can test 12 here and break out. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Where's my... Okay. There we go. Yeah, so this 11 area is holding for now. You can see we do have, on the 1 minute, we do have a little triangle forming as well. Along with the big one, see if it can break over 12. That's what we got to see. If we see if it break over 12, it could get all the way up to 13 or 14. I started using I've been using the 4-hour chart on cryptos for patterns, and it's been working out really well. So that's why I'm looking at the 4-hour right now on this to see if it kind of works the same way with these patterns. I expect it will, but I like that 4-hour. So we might be testing 12 right here. We're getting real close. So we hit a high at 12.15, so we got to push over that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we may get a retest at 13. 13 is my profit target, so we'll see if it can break here. There's not really a ton of resistance right here other than 12, and then that pre-market high at 12.15. It's pretty much all the resistance, so one big volume push, and this could break through like it is doing right now. Just pushed up through 12 there, but we got to see it start holding 12 as support, and we want to see it make a new high here. Boom, there we go, new high at 12.30. Very nice. Now we just want to start seeing $12 hold as support. You can see it's still acting as a little resistance on the level 2 there. You start seeing bids stack at 12 on the buy side. Bids are starting to try to stack. If they can stack here, we're going to see us move up. See that support starting to build at 12. Here we go. Looked like we was about to go there. Still kind of testing this 12 support. Gotta hold 12 if this is going to continue up out of this triangle here. Yeah, we're looking all right. Looking all right right here. Boom, here we go. We're getting real close to testing for a new high. Very close. There we go. Just made a new high there too. Very nice. Dropping back below 12 again. We're kind of all over the place. I want to see this $12 area hold. We're kind of making a little flag here, a little consolidation right at this area. Looks like we may pull back. Looks like it may be trying to. Triangle broke out. Let's see. It looks like it may be trying to test 1175 as new support. But we don't want to be testing that too much. Don't want this to pull all the way back to 11. We want to keep this upward momentum. PLTR. This is where we want to start curling back up and push over. We got to break this downtrend back over 12 here soon in the next few minutes. If it doesn't, it's going to pull back all the way to 11. Killed my 5-day, 5-minute. 5 days. 5 minute. Fly. Okay. Path trading lower than its IPO. Boy, One Life, you were firing off all kinds of ticker symbols this morning. You were on it. Gonna work, buddy. Let's see right here. This is where we need to break 12 strong. We need a big, strong break. Do not want to get rejected at this little downtrend. This candle we want to see push up. If this candle starts pushing down, we're going to pull back here. This candle drops below 1156, we're going to pull back. What we want to see is this become an engulfing candle and get over that 1187 area of this red candle. We're getting real close right now. So we want to see this 1 minute candle become an engulfing candle. I don't know if it's going to get it or not. A little bit of selling in that 1170 area again. This candle's closing in 6 seconds. It doesn't look like it's going to make that engulfing. $11.85 is acting as a little bit of resistance. Sellers keep trying to stack there. There we go. Got them out of the way. And getting very close. Very close to breaking this downtrend. Nice little curl up so far. If it can break 12 on this candle. Sketchy, sketchy. Starting to look a little weak here. This candle, if we don't break over 12 here on this candle or the next one in the next couple of minutes, well, you're going to have a pretty sharp pullback. Ugh. That's what I didn't want to see. Look at this on a 5 minute. So we do have a nice little uptrend on the 5-minute. Well, kind of. It kind of broke there. We'll see if that holds up as a new pivot point or not. I may add, let's see, what do we got? 2 minutes on this candle? I may look at adding down here. Depending on how this candle closes. See, 30 seconds on this candle. We want this trend line to hold up, but it may come all the way back down to 11 first. Here on the 1 minute, see what we got going on. Yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit here. Probably down to 1166. Got some pretty good support in this area. A little bit more. Oh, no, that's all I can add. Okay, so my average is 1166, so we'll see if this can push back up or not. You can see that little pivot point. Starting to pop. Ooh, hold on a second. Just to hold up 11 here. We do not want to see it dropping below 11. You got a big dog list of poop there. Yeah, this may crack 11. It may have to consolidate some more, but we need to keep this upward momentum if we're going to continue to break. So it does need to hold up here if it's going to, and push back up to that $12 area very soon. But 11 has to hold up. If 11 does not hold up, we're going to get a pretty nice pullback. And we're testing at 11 now. You see we do have some buyers sitting there. I don't know if it's enough. We need to keep seeing them come in. See, they're starting to get taken out a little bit. I may have to jump out here if this doesn't hold. It's getting real close to cracking. Where's the bottom of this candle? 1070, 1085. Little support. There is some support at 1085. Damn, I thought we were gonna get a little more out of it than 1236. That's not even. It's a weird number for it to stop at and get rejected this hard. Let's see it get back over 11 pretty quickly. We do not want it to stay under 11. Like, we don't want to see this. We don't want to see resistance starting to build at 11. We want them to get taken out right now and let's get back above 11. Yeah, discipline, Orlando. That's what I've been saying, man. It's a lot of it's discipline. Just making the disciplined decisions. Protect your capital. See, on the 4-hour, we're kind of pulling back below the triangle here, so we may get stuck here. Exactly. One Life's telling you good information there. In these choppy markets, you want to be a sniper. During the hot markets, that's when you unload the clip. And that's why you guys have been watching me live stream the crypto on the other channel. You guys see me going heavier over there than I am here right now because the market over here is too choppy. Crypto market's in a bull market, so you can go heavier there, but at the current moment, let's see, we need to break this downtrend right here at 1130. Break this downtrend, we're back alive, and we should start seeing it push back to 12. If it doesn't break this downtrend right here, then au revoir, c'est la vie, LEDS. I thought that was going to rhyme better until I got to the LEDS part, and then it just went all to hell, so apologies for my cat in the hat problem. Yeah, that's not what we want to see. Got to stop testing this 11 support now, and we are on the 1 minute, so it is testing that 11 support harder here, but still, it needs to hold up 1085 because then we'll still be building higher lows. But getting that sell off at rejection under 12 this time, we need to see another curl up. So maybe like, I don't know, at this point, as long as it holds 11, it may be like another 15 minutes or so before this can rip. If it's going to. The end of the day sell target. I'm not exactly sure what that's gonna help with unless you're holding a stock all day. Oh, good morning, Jamie. I didn't see the morning there. Good morning to anybody that I might have missed and didn't say good morning to. Hope you guys are having a great day. We're having a nice little choppy day again in the market. See, we're getting rejected at that trend line again. This has got to break this downtrend right here. You see us back up to 1150 in the next couple of minutes. We did just open above it, but we still need to push up. There we go. There we go. Now we're starting to come back alive here a little bit. The Lambo ran out of gas. Yeah, every stock is definitely going to be different as far as timing and all of that stuff. It all depends on the price action and the demand and consolidation and what else is going on in the market. Like if something else starts ripping real huge, then all the volume on LADS, which at the moment there's not a ton, but it had pretty good volume for the first part of the day there. But if something else starts ripping crazy, that volume could leave LEDS and we could see it crash. But I'm not seeing anything else really at this moment going crazy. We do have two 60% gainers on OBLN and PTIX. Now it looks like we are trying to start building support at that 1110 area. You can see where that candle just bounced off on the 1 minute. So that's the new support area we want to hold up. But to hold above 1110 at this point. Yeah, you can see buyers are trying to build that support at 1110. Like I really thought LADS was going to get crazy back here, but it's taking a long time to consolidate. Pretty much going sideways. See, let me redraw that trend line. Yeah, let's redraw the trend line for there because it still does look like it is in a downtrend. We need to see volume start to come back in. We got pretty light volume at the moment. But bigger volume is probably not going to come in until it gets close back up close to 12. Unless it comes in here a little bit for a bounce up to 1150 off of that 11 area. That could be a possibility if it can break over this. Uh, we gotta hold 11. Cannot drop back below 11. But right now we're just waiting for this to consolidate. Get through this consolidation. Get all the sellers out. Build some new support so new buyers can start coming in. We want to start building these support levels. We need to get off of this 11 and we need to get off of this 11.10. So there's some bids did stack at 11.15. So it does look like maybe we're going to start trying to build at 11.15 in support. Which is okay. There's nothing wrong with building support even if it's only 5 cents over the previous support. We want to continue to build. As long as we're not testing 11. Yeah. Get off of that 11. This is very close to cracking. If it does not get up over 11.25 here in the next minute or two, then this is probably going to crack. See, we're testing that 11.25, but we want to get through it. Because I want to see 11.25 start holding as new support. So we don't want to get rejected there and push back down to 11 again. Come on, just need a little buy-in to come push us over that 11.25 area and let people know this thing's still alive. There we go. Very nice. That's what we want to see. Now if 11.25 can start stacking bids, we will be good to go. And 11.25 is starting to stack a little bit. So then there we go. Starting to move back up. Here we go. Nice healthy stock movements. If it would have kept testing 11, we would have got a crash, but it is holding up, building those support areas, and that's what we want to see. We want to see new support areas being built. Even though, I mean, there was some support areas back here, but we do want to see them. We want to see these support areas become support again. Is some resistance right in this 11.65. Whoa, hold on now. That's not what we want to see. Big rejection there at 11.50. We're cracking. I'm going to have to get out of this. Try to give it half a second to see if it's going to come back up. But I think we're going to crack hard. Damn, that was out of nowhere too. We were building nice support, and then just all of a sudden, just getting slammed at 11.50. It's a choppy market. It's a damn choppy market. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out. I'm gonna have to eat this loss. Damn it. That turned around so fast I didn't have a chance to react to it. I was just still looking. I thought we were good. You're never safe. You're never safe with these low floats. Everything can look good, and then all of a sudden they can just turn around and just take a big dumpy on you. So failed breakout on LEDS. You can see it on the 4-hour where it failed. I'm trying to give it a second to come back up, but just a nasty rejection, hard rejection. Trying to find support in this 1150. I know Big Star just came at 1141. I'm trying to see if this little area is going to hold and at least try to get a test back up to 11. Maybe minimize this loss some, but I don't. At this point, though, I don't think this is gonna break out anytime soon because there's the new downtrend there, and you're below all these support areas. So all these areas are gonna act as resistance. Yeah, I'm getting out. Starting to crack even lower. So that was a bit of a tough loss there. Oops, what did I do? LED with a little shenanigan today. Shenanigans, because I didn't feel like I did anything too wrong there. We were building back up nicely, and then just a dump. It's a head and shoulders pattern now. There's your shoulder, there's a head, and then there's the second shoulder. I didn't even think of it being a head and shoulders pattern, but now that I'm looking at it, that's probably why it cracked. We had this nice run up in the beginning to make the shoulder, second run up to make a new high, come back down, making a shoulder over, and then once that shoulder does not break out anymore and it starts to dip, you get the arm down like you have the arm over here. So that's why it got rejected. It got rejected because of this head and shoulders pattern. Traders saw it at 11, hitting 1150, and saw it get rejected. And as soon as it got rejected, they just dumped because it basically confirmed. What the hell did I just do? But it basically confirmed that head and shoulders pattern. So that's what that dip was. That's what that was about. I just did not catch that, but it's pretty clear now. You can see it obviously. Unfortunate. What's my swing doing? My swing's down a little bit. Still on an uptrend though. So as long as my swing stays on this uptrend, I'm going to hold it. All right, well, that was an ugly little loss, but you know, they're not always going to work out, so you just got to take the loss and move on. I don't feel like it was a stupid trade or anything. because I was up there for a minute. I really thought we was going to get that 13 test again, especially after we broke over that made that new high at 1038. But sometimes they just don't work out. Let's see what else we got going on. PTE still getting held up at that 200-day moving average. Doesn't look like it's going to do anything. PTIX was basically a pump and dump. Went straight up and now coming straight back down. Well, I bet some people got hurt there. Because look at that. That's a perfect triangle, and it ended up dumping out of the bottom of that triangle. Now you got this downtrend and it's just continuing down, so that's pretty much done. Hey, ALF is done. What's the SPY doing? SPY starting to drop too. Okay, so that's probably the other reason that head and shoulders pattern and the SPY started dropping. That was what when the SPY really started cracking at 920. Look back at LEDS. Look at that, 925. So that was about the exact same time the SPY dropped. So you got the head and shoulders, and then people saw SPY drop and pulled their money. Yeah, QQQ, same thing, dipping at that 920 area. So yeah, this is the pullbacks I was talking about in the market that I was expecting to see. It did pull back right at market open, like I said on the morning watch list, and still dumping. It's got the SPY's got support at this 421 area. If it drops below that, then that's over. SPY's going to dump probably down to this 419 for the day. It may try to hold support there and bounce back up though. So OBLN and Q, let's take a look at them. See what we got going on. But right now, with everything kind of dropping, I'm a little skeptical, especially that failed breakout on LEDS. Q. Yeah, Q does look interesting. Got some. So they got positive data for trial head and neck cancer. That's not bad. Are running in this 200 day. Actually, we're a little bit above it, but still at 200 day. And like 1425. It's going to be a problem. I do like the uptrend we're on here. Yeah, this could easily, this could be a potential play here. If it doesn't turn around, and then let's see, OBLN was the other one. Yeah, OBLN not looking too bad. Little triangle here on the 5 minute. May get rejected here. We may have to see it come back down a little bit. Maybe just 325 and then curl back up. But it's going to break here soon. Let me go, because there's a possible couple other plays. Let's see, PTI. PT or PTE, whatever that is. Yeah, I don't like PTIX. Take PTIX off. Yeah, LEDS still continuing to crack. Now, $10 is a pretty strong support area for LEDS. So that could be a potential area for a bounce play. But you got support right at $10 all the way across here. Just want to watch it, make sure it can hold up 10 and confirm 10. But that may be a possible bounce play. Maybe to get a little bit. Yeah, Alf, I'm done with. I'm done with you, taking you off. If Q does not break up over 1450 soon, this is going to pull back. Starting to kind of curl over a little bit. I'm not liking that too much. PTEC, PT, what is it? PTE, PTE does have a little triangle, or an uptrend. Does have a little triangle here too as well. It's not a great triangle, but this downtrend needs to break. But that could be a possible play. See, where exactly is this 200 at? It's at 128. So 128 is where the 200 is. Let's pop this on the 4 hour and see what we're looking like. So on the 4 hour, not really sure. Kind of all over the place. Yeah, Q looks like that's going to crack. PTE, I'm not sure about. OBLN, I like though. OBLN, you got 200 day at 290. And it did come down at 325 area. So if OBN can curl back over. OBLN, yeah, this is 10 million a float. Very low float. There's no PR on it though, but it is starting to make a nice pattern. Yeah, Q very close to cracking. Ooh, do I want to go PTE, or do I want to go OBLN? Because PTE is starting to break to the upside a little bit. Interesting. Well, if you guys have been following me on the crypto channel, I warned everybody about Doge. Oh, it's that Saturday night thing. Damn, I'm close to trying to pop it here. Just trying to break that 130. Just don't want to buy it at this resistance though. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a little bit. But I said the night before on the Saturday or the Friday update, or it was the Saturday update. It was the same day that everybody was talking about Doge was gonna rip real hard. I said on that update, I said be very wary, be very cautious, because when everybody starts saying something's gonna rip on social media, it's usually too late. Yeah, I've only got a little Doge left too. I've been selling. I mean, I've done good on Doge, but that's that whole thing. You got to get in early. Okay, so OBLN starting to come back down a little bit, so maybe PT is where we want to go. I'm starting to break this 130. Let's see. I hate that I'm having to go at resistance, but OBLN is starting to look weak. And PTE is starting to push. This is going to be probably a little bit slower of a breakout play. So the float is a little higher. Yeah, I might have jumped the gun. I don't know. We'll see. Oops. Trend line at 120. I'm in at 131, 11 cents. Stop. Okay. Sorry, I'm not too high. I'm not as high as I thought I was. The trend line's down at 120, so I can have a nice easy stop loss. Only risk about $5 on this trade. $120. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my stoppy loss in here. Drop it at 118. Yeah. Alright, and I'm going to take a quick little breather, and I'll be right back, and we'll see what happens with PTE. I think we're all right. If we can break for a new high, I think we'll be good. We probably will get hung up at 150 though. If we do break that new high, expect to get hung up at 150. All right. Uh, my thoughts on ETH. I haven't looked at it today, but if you didn't catch yesterday's update, I still think it's bullish. I mean, I don't see Ether slowing down until 5,000. Like it's not going to break out straight to 5,000 or anything, but as long as it continues on the upward trajectory that it's in, then yeah, I've been watching RLC. RLC is an interesting one. That definitely has had some pops. But right now I'm kind of heavy in TRB. I really like TRB a lot. I think TRB has potential to go to 1,000 or yeah, pretty much 1,000. Because what is it? TRB? Yeah, TRB only has 1.5 million circulating supply, so it's like the tiniest low float stock. Yeah, I talked about it in last night's update. I've actually talked about it in the two last updates. I've been swinging TRB. I think it is. Well, I actually traded it and made some decent profits off of it, but now I'm swinging it at the moment because I'm looking for it. It did get all the way up over 160, but I'm looking for it to explode more because, like I said, that supply is such a low supply. It's lower than Bitcoin and majority of all the coins, and it's built on the Ethereum blockchain to help the Ethereum blockchain. So as long as Ethereum's running, I think TRB will keep running. But we'll discuss more of the cryptos on another channel. Like I said, I kind of want to keep it a little bit separate. Some people are here for the stock trading on this channel, not really the cryptos. But yeah, I saw you commenting and liked Elvis. Guys, Elvis is pulling his weight around here in the community. He's liking and commenting on every video, even if it's just a simple comment. It still helps with that YouTube algorithm, and those like buttons do too as well. So some of you guys got to get on Elvis's level, man. He's out here every day in the comment sections, helping build the community. And that's what we want. We want to build this community and take it to where we want to take it. All right, LEDS trying to hold $10, and that's what I was saying. Possibly could get a bounce off of that $10 area. It's still a little early to tell. OBLN right there. Q did break up out of this triangle, testing that 15 area. There was about 70 cents you could have got off of that little triangle break. Like I said, OBLN, we want to keep. It needs to hold up 3. Looks like it may crack out of the bottom, but if it can hold up 3, it could start moving. All right, PTE, let's do something. Let's do something, old PTE. What do you got for me? There we go. That's what I like to see. I like it when you respond when I talk to you. See if we can push for a new high. I'm trying to make some of that loss back on damn LEDS here, PTE. Gotta help me out. I'm struggling. Struggling here. There's a channel, and if any of you guys watch it, I won't say what it is or what it's about, but I watch it because it's highly entertaining when I have the time to, or like when I'm eating. But the guy at the beginning always says, like, comment, and subscribe because I'm struggling here. If you know what channel I'm talking about, then you are a saint amongst whatever. But if you have no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. You probably never even run into that channel. He does have like 1 million subscribers, but the little Australian guy is pretty funny. So we're looking all right. We're looking all right here. If we can just push for that new high a day. Look at this on the daily chart. Make sure we ain't got like any crazy resistance or anything. Yeah, we're holding above that 200-day moving average. Yeah, 150, like I said, 150 is going to be a tough area. But if we break 150, we could see 175, which is going to be another tough area, and then $2 possibly. It depends on the silver. I know I said I was going to have that silver video out for you guys, but I somehow lost most of the footage to it. So I'm going to have to re-record it today. I'm going to try to re-record it and get it out for you guys today. It was really frustrating because, like I said, I recorded with multiple cameras and stuff, and there was a lot of footage. And I don't know what happened. I might have deleted it because I was clearing some space. But I'm gonna re-record it and try to get out a new version today or tomorrow. I'm gonna do it a little bit simpler than I originally planned it, but those sites are safe to buy off of. I've not had any problems in my experience. I've gotten every order and it's all been real silver. I mean, what I like to do is I like to go to the bullion stores around me, the coin stores around me, and see what they're charging over spot price and see if I can find stuff cheaper, because sometimes the coin stores, the little bullion stores, will have old quarters and dimes. The ones before 1964, they're all 90% silver. So a lot of times you can get a pretty good deal on those. I got a couple of ounces a while back at a coin store close to spot price. It was only like $3 over spot price. So right now with silver prices and the shortage of silver, you just gotta kind of basically same thing as if you're shopping for anything else and you're looking for deals. You just want to be deal hunting. I don't know right now at the second what silver is at. I know it's been moving up the last couple of days, but like silver and gold, they don't move that fast. So I only keep up with them a little bit through the week. And those are long-term holds too. Those are just to keep my money safe while everything is sketchy financially in the markets. Oh yeah, silver up to 27.43. Very nice. You pull this over. I've been calling for this triangle breakout on silver. Look at that. We're getting it. So if it can hold above, it looks like it's trying to build support at this 27 area on spot price. If it can hold 27, we could see silver up testing that high of 30 and maybe pushing for a new recent high over 30 up to 35 maybe. Very nice. Very nice on the silver. I like what I'm seeing. So, I mean, that's the spot price. You're not, like I said, you're not going to find, unless you get lucky, really, you're not going to find silver for under spot price. It'd be really, I mean, you'd have to get lucky, basically, like I said. So you just kind of want to look. I mean, you don't really want to pay $10 or $15 over spot price if you can help it. So, like, if you're just buying for the silver, I would look on those websites for the secondary market silver ounces or rounds, or silver ounce rounds or bars. Or look, like I said, for those old quarters and dimes. There's also some nickels that I think 1943 to 1945 that were war nickels that have silver in them, 90% silver. It depends. I mean, it depends on the mint, where it's from. Here, like I'll pull up. Money Metals was the one I ordered from last time. I've ordered from Amex plenty of times, but I kind of like Money Metals because they send you, once you start an account with them, they send you a newsletter, like weekly, I think, that kind of gives you some updates on silver. So I get that in the mail, and then I just read over what they're talking about. Let's see. Oops, come on. Oh, right here. We got some junk silver. Let's see what the half dollars are looking like. So $5 face value is 131. So that would be oh, it says it right there. So the premium over spot price is $9.29. I was just trying to figure out how many ounces of silver that would be to figure that out, but it says it right there. So $9.29 there for the older coins, and then if you're looking at, like I said, the bars and rounds are going to be a little different. So this isn't too bad. The Buffalo rounds are 33. The secondary market $32.90. So you're only about $5 or $6 over spot price there. So that's probably the best deal you're gonna find at the moment. And you can see they're out of a lot of stock. Same thing with APMEX. So $31.90, and then let me check APMEX secondary real quick. Yeah, but that's what I've been talking about, and I'll talk about it more in that video I record today. It's the spot price is disconnected from reality, from the actual premiums that you're paying. You're paying over spot price if you buy any silver right now. That's because spot price, like I've been saying for a while now, is being held down by futures, short futures. They're trying to short more than exist. Let's see where we at here. Usually do this on my phone, so I'm not as. Let's see. They do have some clearance stuff. Sometimes you can check and see if there's anything in there that might interest you. Let's go 1 ounce. There's a Chinese silver, whatever that thing is. See, I want all silver products. Oh, well, actually, let's go to available products. Just check real quick. Yeah, PTE still looking good, climbing up that trend line. So it looks like, let's see. Whoops. Like I said, the smaller you buy it in, the smaller quantities, a lot of times it's going to be more expensive. But sometimes it's not. You gotta do the math, man. You just gotta do the math on what you're buying, see how much you're paying over spot price. Silver. APMEX doesn't even hardly have anything. You do have. That's 33. Yeah, I think the secondary market is going to be your best bet. I have some of these little 1 ounce Bitcoin rounds, BitPay coins, or Bitcoin ounces, whatever. So yeah, I'd probably look at Money Metals Exchange for now. It does look cheaper than the bars and rounds will be about the same price. It's usually they're not too much different. So if the 1 ounce rounds are at like 32, then the bars should be at 32 or 33. But rounds are usually your cheapest bet as far as those two. But like I said, the cheapest deals you're going to get are going to be on the old junk silver. PTE may have to be an all day hold. I may have to hold this for most of the day, or at least for a few hours here, as long as it holds up the trend line. But this is a slow mover, so let's see what else we got here. LEDS still holding up that 10 area, curling up to the downtrend. If it can break that downtrend, LEDS could come back alive. Looks like OBLN's probably cracked. Yeah, OBLN below $3. Maybe possibly starting to build a trend line there. And Q still making a nice move up. So One Life got one good call there for us. Yeah, Money Metals Exchange is the cheaper one of the two. And PTE may crack here if it can't hold up. But we'll give the stream about 25 more minutes here. If you guys have any more questions, suggestions, or ideas, get those in. PTE is either going to crack here or it's going to be a all-day hold. What are the two? See, SPY did crack below that support, but it has came back up above it. But it does look like the SPY is still downtrending, may drop. I still think we may see 420, 419 a day possibly, unless it just turns around all of a sudden. If you order enough, it's free shipping. I think if you order at least $100 worth of any products, they do free shipping. And I think Money Metals right now has a deal where you can you get a free 5-gram Buffalo round. So I mean, it's not a bad deal. I think I've got, if I remember correctly, I think I've got a affiliate type thing for Money Metals. Oh, guys, I got a call. Give me just a second. Hello, this is Ben. Or not. There you go, One Life. You got a little bit of the conversation there, but they didn't talk. As long as all this shenanigans is going on with silver, I don't see silver stopping. Like if you look at silver on the chart, and like I said, I'll do that video today. There's 2 videos I'm gonna record and one I'm gonna post. So I'll make sure I do the silver one first and post it so you guys can get some pretty good information from that. But really quick, I'll take a look. I'll show you on the chart why I'm so bullish on silver, which I'll show it in the video as well. If you go to Let's see, maybe the 1 month, is that far enough back? Yeah. So you go the 1 month far enough back, you know, silver was all the way up at $50 a couple of times back in 1980, and then right after 2008 crash, silver went on a nice move. So it's currently right now hitting this resistance area at 27. I need to draw this out anyway real quick so I can keep an eye on it. But you can see it's currently hitting that line at 27, that resistance, but it's consolidating with this flag that it's broke out of. So if it can break over that resistance, I mean, it's got room up to 35 easy, but it's still relatively cheap. But you look over the long term, since 1972, silver's been on an uptrend the entire time. Now the uptrend is way back down here at 715, but the U.S. dollar being, you know, the more money, as long as they keep printing and keep doing the crazy shit that they're doing, then silver will continue to go up. Same thing with gold. But yeah, I'll get that video out today for you guys so you can. I mute it because I have calls where I gotta give out personal information. You think I'm gonna give out my personal information across the whole internet one life? Come on, man. We're getting a little close to cracking here. So we've came back down below the 200 day, so PTE may be done. Maybe all it had was just that little quick pop over the 200. LEDS still holding $10. PRPO getting a little movement today. They released a 4-hour acute myeloid leukemia ham screen. I think that's supposed to say home screen. No, it is him screen. Okay, well, that's something. I don't see DB in here today. I think DB is he's busy, man. He must be over on Ross Cameron's channel right now, trolling Ross Cameron, telling him how bad of a trader he is. Or he's being very quiet today. He's waiting for me to say something so he can jump in and start. One Life's the one who always wants to hear my conversations, though. One Life's trying to steal my identity. I see you, One Life. Out here trying to steal people's identities. Sneaky, cheeky boy. Yeah, PTE looks like it may be done. PTIX. Well, this is a little bit of a pump and dump. It's trying to break the downtrend, but you do have all these indicators above it, so nothing really there. I would keep an eye on PRPO. Do have this little uptrend that started on it. What's going on with this guy? Boy, that's quite a rip. Just a random OTC stock ripping from 10 cents to $1.45. Good God, man, that would make you rich if you had 1,000 shares of it. Or not 1,000 shares of it, but $1,000 of it. OTC market's a little hot. Frozen cold market, yeah, it's not a pretty market. I mean, I don't know when the market's gonna get hot again. I mean, it's so sketchy at the moment. I have a little bit in Tetra Bio. I did a little research on that. I know John is super bullish on Tetra Bio. I bought a little bit of that one myself after doing a little research, after looking at his research. And I think it has a lot of potential, but John knows way more about it than I do. I just like the idea that Tetra Bio has the patent for inhaling weed. Like, that to me is insane. So anytime that anybody buys a product that is inhaling weed, Tetra Bio will get a royalty from that. It's nuts. It's nuts. I didn't even know you could patent inhaling weed. You know, it's hard to say. I mean, John, of course, is a very optimistic person, I would say, and he does get very excited when he finds those plays. But that one does have, a good bit of potential to, especially if it beats if their quick leaf or whatever it is beats the morphine trial. If it beats morphine, then John's prediction will probably be right, because morphine's never been beaten by anything. So uh, that's a tough challenge. Now I'm skeptical of it beating out morphine, but if it does happen, then yeah, I would expect Tetra to go a little nuts. Off of what device? What are you talking about? Off of any device. It doesn't matter. Any device. If you inhale any smoke, if you inhale any THC, uh, or any, I'm sorry, if a company sells you anything that requires you to inhale THC, then they have to pay a royalty to Tetra Biopharm. So it's anything that any company sells you. What was that ticker symbol? I don't even know what that damn ticker symbol is. I don't remember. Let's see here. So I just got a news alert. Yeah, this news alert is crazy. It says Safari Park is sincerely sorry for not telling the public that leopards were on the loose as they roamed a Chinese city for weeks. This, Chinese government, man, savage. Kratom? I've heard a little bit about the kratom. I wouldn't count CBD out. I would not count it out and underplay it and think, that CBD doesn't have the potential, because America's not done research until the last probably 10 recent years, that nobody was able to do research on marijuana and THC and CBD. And there's a lot going on in what they're being able to do with CBD and CBGD or CBGD, something like that. There's another chemical that is with CBD that's like CBGD or something, and that one they're really having a lot of progress with and research for a lot of things. I believe you, Daniel M. But just because you took in everything that's on the consumer market is about 10 years behind the actual what's in the scientific labs. I mean, that's the same thing with technology and everything. Like the consumer market is always 10 years behind. So you might have taken some CBD gummies or some CBD oil or whatever, but what's on the market right now is not what's in those laboratories. So that's the thing you got to think about. Yeah, I don't technically get how they can have the patent on that either, but they do. So whether what they can do with it, I mean, if they've got the patent, then basically, I mean, there's a lot of weird little patents like that some companies have, and they get paid royalties for just random stuff. So it's TBPMF, TBPMF. But yeah, like I said, I'm skeptical of it beating morphine myself. But I also understand that CBD and THC are they're really doing some great breakthroughs with. So Tetra has been on this downtrend. So just chart analysis wise, let me see here. Oops. Chart analysis wise, once it breaks this downtrend, it will be bullish again. It is now currently above all indicators on the max chart. Let's see the 1 year, 1 day. Yeah. But it has already ran 15 cents to 44 cents. So that's a 30-cent move. For this to 1000x, let's see, what would this have to go to 1000x? TBMF. I just want to see what the amount of shares are. TBPMF. 358. So it doesn't have that much of a. That big of a float. Yeah, CBD and THC has been around forever, but it's been illegal to research. With today's technology, it's not the same of somebody researching it years ago. I mean, they can go in and genetically alter these plants and stuff like that. So I would not underplay it. Marijuana is definitely not overhyped. The whole marijuana sector has been in a downtrend. When the marijuana sector gets hype, it gets crazy. Like the last time that it was overhyped was back here when Aurora was way up here. That was the last big pot run. Since then, all the cannabis stocks have been slowly downtrending. They're all underbought. When you go to any of them, they're gonna be underbought. I mean, Afra, you can see Afra's went up quite a bit. So Afra's actually pretty bullish on the week chart. I thought Afra and Tilray were merging. Why is Tilray going down and if Afra's going up like that? That doesn't make much sense. Well, here. This is the easiest way to do it. Come on, Thinkorswim. Damn, my Thinkorswim is lagging. There we go. So YOLO is one of the ETFs. And you can see that's when we were starting to get a run back in cannabis. But there's a... You can see YOLO starting to build support at 20. So I would say we'll see another cannabis run soon, especially if they pass all of these legalizations and stuff. So that's cracking. So yeah, PT is cracking right now. More than likely, I'm going to get stopped out here. Yeah, as far as as far as it being altered, well, no, it could still be THC. They can gene. I mean, they're crossbreeding. They're crossbreeding so many different genetics right now of plants. Like there's thousands of strains right now of marijuanas. So they don't have to marijuanas. They don't have to change it. They can just genetically alter. Like with genetics, it's the smallest little minuscule thing. Like the example I'm going to use, and this may be a little touchy subject, but this is just how I feel about it. The difference between skin color is the most minuscule difference in reality, because it's just one little tiny gene that we can't even see that they switched off, or not they, but it's switched off or switched on or halfway on or whatever, depending on what color you are. So that's why I don't understand all the racist stuff and making a big deal about skin color, because skin color literally is such a minute thing. But just because you turn that one little tiny gene on or off doesn't make you not a human being. You know what I mean? So you can easily turn one little gene off in a marijuana plant. If we can do this, like they're growing glow-in-the-dark dogs in China right now. They've genetically mutated dogs. It's still a dog. It just glows in the dark. So they can do this with plants very easily. I would say they're way more advanced with plants than they are anything else. Yeah, I tried the Delta. I did not like it. Yeah, but it doesn't matter whether it's pigments or it's elements or whatever it is. The genes at the very basic level are going to just be like little buttons. It doesn't matter about what exactly the button does. That's irrelevant to the conversation. There's millions of possibilities that genes can do, many different variations and all that. So it's just the fact that they can go in and genetically alter marijuana. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. They could edit THC to something that it's not, but I'm just saying I wouldn't count it out. I wouldn't count CBD and THCs out of the race. That's why I'm interested to see what Tetra is going to do against morphine. Like I said, I'm skeptical myself. I'm not trying to defend. I've heard of kratom, but I think that I've heard nothing but bad things about kratom. Okay, so kratom will be a problem. It has opioid properties and a stimulant like effect. That doesn't sound good at all. That's that's like a speedball. It's got opioid properties and stimulant like effects. You don't want to. Dude, if you're taking a speedball for pain, that's insane. I don't know about that. But once again, down to the gene editing of it, there's no telling what this plant can do. So you could be right. I don't know. I'm just purely speculating. I don't really know. I just know quite a bit about gene editing because I'm invested in CRISPR Therapeutics, which CRISPR's gene editing technology was used in all of the COVID vaccines except for Johnson and Johnson. The Those vaccines are mRNA vaccines, so a little CRISPR, the thing that's getting put into your blood is a little CRISPR device that's going down into your DNA and turning on the gene for COVID antibodies. You want to feel like an alien on amphetamines? Rolling doobies in a van down by the river. God, I can't remember that. Yeah, and plant memories now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, technology is advancing so fast at the moment, like super fast. Like we are in a like the stuff that you're seeing on the consumer markets is nothing compared to what is in the labs, and that's in every sector. The stuff in the labs right now is insane. Uh, but that's what that's what I'm saying. I'm skeptical about Tetra as far as it beating morphine. I would be shocked if it beats morphine, but if it does beat morphine, then that would be pretty crazy. That would get a lot of hype. I would imagine. So what we say? What was Tetra at? Tetra's at 40 cents. 1,000x be $400. I actually don't think that's that unreasonable. If it does beat, I mean, if they do beat out morphine with this quick leaf drug, 400 is not that unreasonable. There's there's hello Tino, how you doing? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Here's the thing. Hold on, give me just a second, guys, there's a lot more to the pharma industry than just the basic layer. So, big pharma, if you don't know, big pharma companies have been in cahoots with the governments, and I can prove it right now. All you have to do is go and look at how much all the world governments paid Pfizer and Moderna and these other vaccine companies. Go look and see how much the U.S. government alone paid these companies for the vaccines. Like the vaccines they say are free, nothing in life is free. So somebody had to pay for those vaccines and it was the government. You can see it clear as day. It's not speculation. It was in the stimulus packages and everything else. uh, but morphine and roxys and oxys and all that stuff, they knew what they were making when they made it. Big pharma, they have to go through all these trials and stuff. They knew what type of side effects that had and knew that people would get addicted. It makes perfect sense to do that if you're big pharma because then you're going to make a killing of money. I remember when the dynamic changed, when all of a sudden Roxy's came out or whatever they were called. This is like 10 years ago. Everything kind of changed. Like at that time, doctors were writing scripts. A lot of people were selling them and traveling to any states where these pain clinics were set up, because you could literally go into any of these pain clinics and go, hey, my back hurts. And they're like, oh, here you go. Here's your script of 180 Roxy's. Well, that was a lot of money. So lots of people were doing this, and Florida was one that was doing it for the longest, but they eventually cracked down on it. The states did. But Big Pharma is not your friend. Big Pharma is not your friend at all. And morphine has been around for a very long time. So has opioids. I mean, since, you know, they've been a staple of Asian history. So that's how long they've been around. But big pharma, if Tetra does show that they can beat morphine in this trial, that's not going to be the end. Big pharma is not going to just let that go, because they make a lot of money off of morphine. But that is a very corrupt sector that's all about money. Like you just go into, if you just go into the pharmacy at your local grocery store and just actually, like, don't talk to anybody or anything, just stand there and just look at all the different drugs on those shelves and think about how much money is in that pharmacy. Like, big pharma and medicines, that's why you see medicines for all types of different things. Like, it's insane. Vitamins is one of the biggest sneaky hoodoos in the world. Like, some people don't have enough of some vitamins, but your general gummy vitamins or your Fred Flintstone vitamins or whatever, they're not doing that much. You already have most of those vitamins in your system, and it's in most food. And if you drink good water like Evian or Fiji water or any type of natural spring water that's alkaline water, you're going to have plenty of minerals in that. So you don't need vitamins like they say you do. There's a lot of stuff like that in the medical world that's just ridiculous. It goes back, goes back in time. Snake oil salesman. That's not anything new. I mean, people have been selling drugs and stuff, saying the miracle cure. And that's another reason why I am skeptical of Tetra Biopharma, because a lot of this sounds really, really good, but it could be snake oil salesmen, because they are in the OTC markets. So, psychedelics. There's definitely a lot in that area for sure. Vitamins are messing with the fish at this point. I don't know anything about that, but I wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of things messing with the fish at this point. The poor fish have got the short end of the stick on the hierarchy of survival and what is it called? Food chain. Fish have become, outside of sharks and stingrays. Don't mess with a stingray. Steve Irwin showed, man, that you mess with a stingray, you're not at the top of the food chain. They can stab you and kill you easily. Not even purposely. But as far as the fish that most people eat, cod and all that stuff, yeah, they're at the bottom of the food chain right now, and they're getting really messed up by a lot of stuff. But yeah, that's, you got to do your own research. Just because John is super hype and saying it's going to 1000x, or he thinks it's going to 1000x, do your own research on that. Make your own decisions and opinions. Like, that's just John's opinion. That's not fact. Don't buy or sell because John is talking about a stock that he really likes. Do your own research, make your own decisions. Yeah, I've never had walleye. It's odd. I didn't really know you could eat walleye until I came to Wisconsin. They're not as prevalent in the South, the southern lakes in the United States. There's some walleye, but not a lot. And maybe that's why is because walleye are becoming extinct. Possibly, I don't know. I don't know exactly what you're talking about walleye. So I've heard it's really good. They have it. I mean, Wisconsin has Friday fish fries at every restaurant on Fridays. So I'm gonna get me some walleye here soon and try it. I just always forget that it's Friday. I never know what day it is, so it's, trying to gauge my schedule to make sure that I get a Friday fish fry is a little tricky. Best fish to eat in the Midwest. Okay, good to know. Good to know. You walleye, you think it's better than crappie? Because crappie, man, that's what I like to fish for, and that I like to keep and eat, man. Crappie are good, very clean, clean fish. Supper Club. Boy, we have been all over the place with this stream. We've talked about different genetics, drugs, cat or walleye and crappie, and cryptos and stocks, and this has been a wild stream here, guys. It's an interesting stream. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day. This is just moving slow. It's not hitting my stop loss, so I'm just gonna hold it until it hits my stop loss. I'm only risking $5 on this. Good to know. I appreciate that about the walleye. I'm definitely gonna try to. Yeah, sunfishes, and bluegill are good too. I've been catching and eating those since I was a kid. But we'll talk about more fish and fishing at another time. I'm gonna call it a day. Crappie going to 1,000x. where's where's DB at? Where's Daniel B at right now to yell crappie or tulip mania? ETC. What is ETC? What are we talking about, Elvis? You gotta help me out here, man. I guess you're talking about a crypto. What is ETC? You gotta keep in mind, guys. I trade stocks and I trade cryptos and precious metals. There's a lot of different ticker symbols, and I can't remember them all off the top of my head. So you gotta help me out a little bit when you post these tickers, so I know what you're talking about. Because we were just talking about crappie, so I don't know exactly what ETC is right off my top of my head to know. It sounds very familiar. What is ETC? So it is a crypto. Oh, Ethereum Classic. That's what it is. Duh. Let me see here. Let me pull it up. Ethereum Classic. Yeah, I forget about Ethereum Classic. That's so real quick. Ethereum Classic did break this downtrend. Uh, just kind of consolidating right now. It does have a triangle on it. So there is a possible. It is possible that ETC could continue to run if it breaks this triangle. This is on the 4-hour chart, so I would look for it. I would look to see it try to break tomorrow, probably. Maybe tonight. One of the two. It's either gonna break above that 130 and move on up, or it's gonna crack and probably come back down to this 96. No, it'll probably come back down to 100. 100 ought to be pretty decent support. So that's pretty much where it's at right now. You got $100 support and then 130 resistance that's got to break. So if it breaks at 130, then we could see it continue up. I'm not high. I don't remember. Like I focus on Ether. Like I watch Ether every day for the crypto updates and stuff because I'm super bullish on Ether. I think I think Ethereum has more potential than Bitcoin because there's so many different projects that is built on top of Ether. So it's crazy. But I don't pay I forget about Ethereum Classic. Like I forget that it even exists. So all right, guys. 500K. That's a little high. I don't think. I think 5,000 is a pretty fair number for it to go to here in the next couple of weeks, or this next month. But 500,000, I don't. That seems like too far of a stretch. It may sometime, maybe in 5 years or something, get to 500,000, but I doubt that it'll get to 500,000 anytime soon. John's. Well, all right, guys, I'm going to call it a day. I will let you know how this trade works out. Oh, what the hell? Where am I at? I'll let you know how this trade works out on PTE. I mean, if it drops below 120, then you guys will know I'll be out with like a $5 loss. If it continues to run, I'll let you know tomorrow morning if I was able to make any profits. But if you do like the cryptos and you haven't came over to the Framework Fortune Crypto Daily channel yet, go check that out. I'm doing daily updates and doing live stream crypto trading there in the evenings on certain days. So a lot to check out there too if you like cryptos. But we're going to be bringing out, I got tons of content going to be dropping this week on this channel for stocks. And then like I said, the silver video, we're chugging along. John's got all his things he's doing. And then we've got we got a few more people who may be joining the channel here soon. John Leanhog. I don't know if I'm gonna go live tonight or not. It depends, cause like I said, there's two videos I want to record today, and I'm definitely doing the crypto update. So that's 3 different videos I've got to record. And I want to get one uploaded to this channel as well today, so I'm going to have to edit it because my part-time editor is busy with some new Portfolio Power episodes. One of those Portfolio Power episodes is featuring the one, the only moderator of the chat, One Life, One Chance. So that will be out this week too. And then we got a little action on a couple other episodes of Portfolio Power Up with John and possibly one of our new members of the channel. You need some crypto questions answered tonight? Well, I will. I can't promise you. Depends on how fast I can move today. So I can't promise you, but if I can get everything done in the crypto update get the crypto update up by 6, if I can get those up by 5:36 Central Time, then I will do the live stream crypto trading from about 6:30 Central Time to about 7:30. I'll look for a small trade or answer any questions. But right now, most of my funds are tied up in these swing trades. We'll see how they work out. But I do have some left. I could try to look for another trade tonight. So I will try. You don't think there was anything valuable in that conversation? I don't know. It was a good conversation we had, so I figured it was worth posting. That there was enough to get a video out of and post it and let everybody actually match the face of One Life. If they've not seen you on the Portfolio Power episodes before, they can match One Life's name to the face. So I'm going to call it a day, guys. Appreciate everybody joining me as always. And I just got stopped out there with a 650 loss just in time to go and get off the stream. So 2 losses today, neither one of them working out. Just ugly stock market. Ugly, ugly stock market. Yeah, they can go back over. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The last time you were on some of the episodes was like a year ago. I appreciate that, Daniel M. But like I said, you guys, you gotta start taking Elvis's lead, man. Following Elvis, he's active in the comments and those like buttons. Gotta build this community, and I need thousands more Elvises just like Elvis. Thousands of Elvises. I want to build an army of Elvises. Can we build an army of Elvises for Framework Fortune? I just thought of an army of Elvises and how funny that would be in real life to see. But all right, guys. I appreciate everybody's support as always. You guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Until next time.